Hi, I'm Jason Kirk, TAG's Chief Operating Officer, and I'm happy to be talking today with Joe McConnell, who will be receiving a Commitment in Action Award at this year's Research in Action Awards. So my first question for you is, what inspired you to get involved in your work?
I graduated from college in the late 70s, embarked upon my career in the theater, and got a full-time job that was very exciting, that brought me to live in the metropolitan New York City area in late 1983. Now, late 1983, a complicated time as a single gay man working in the arts to suddenly embrace New York City as a new community, to have a social life, make friends, etc., since it was the epicenter of a plague that was devastating the community that I was part of. You could not be part of things at that time. There was no such thing as complacency. You had to be involved. You had to do something. And I have been ever since.
Now, Joe, reflecting on the nearly 20 years you spent with TAG, what moments or achievements stand out to you the most?
I think the most important thing about TAG that I've observed across the 20 years is the fact that TAG has sustained itself as a leading voice in the areas of its mission. Healthcare is an ever-evolving platform. It's an ever-evolving environment. So TAG has always tried to not only be on the crest of the wave of that momentum, but actually thinking forward of it, because that's how you make change happen. You anticipate what's needed, you keep focused on what's needed, you keep pushing things forward. And that's what TAG has always done, and I think does best, which is why TAG has for more than 30 years been a leading voice globally for the community in its disease areas.
And what advice would you give to aspiring activists, advocates, and leaders in the work that we do?
Do something. Take some personal action. Whether it's somebody who writes a check, whether it's somebody who's part of a rally or an action, if you sign a letter or a petition, if you call your congressman, invest yourself, take personal action, because every single effort makes a difference in trying to make things move forward and make things better.
What drives your passion for TAG's mission, particularly in the fight against HIV, TB, and HCV?
We have not reached the end of the battle. And again, I come from a generation of men that were devastated by this health pandemic starting 40 years ago. And what drives my passion is the need for there to be continued advances, particularly toward cure and vaccine. I mean, one of the things that's so impressive about the work that TAG has done in those areas is the fact that we must all acknowledge, in the face of the recent COVID epidemic, that everyone has recognized that the way that they were able to expedite the vaccine for COVID was as a result of the decades of work that had been done pursuing a vaccine for HIV. Without that work, they could never have achieved the COVID vaccine in the time frame they did. So just looking at how all of that work intersects with each other and how it's all advancing is very inspiring, but it also reminds one that the work isn't done. As I suppose the capstone to my 20 years at TAG, it's nice to have that recognition. I will be honest when I say it's not something that I expected or required. I did not do my work at TAG for the recognition. I did my work at TAG for the satisfaction of being able to help keep the organization strong and keep it moving forward.
Just that answer alone exemplifies why you're deserving of this award, Joe. You day in and day out made such a difference, and this is well-timed and well-deserved, and we're excited to see you on October 17th and present you with this award.